Hello and welcome to North Star Stamper. I'm Sue Kremer, and today we are actually on day 4 of the 12 days of Christmas. Hopefully you already knew that. If not, now you do. Let me find myself on my tablet so we can interact. There we go. Alright, so these are all the places that you can find me on the internet. Oh, I don't like that there. Okay. So the 12 days of Christmas, as I said, we're on day 4. So we're talking about different products from the mini catalog, which is January through June, and the celebration promotion, which is January and February. Well, January 5th through February 28th next year. So hopefully you're aware of that. So for my 12 days of Christmas, as I said, I'm on day 4. Day 1, I talked about the blending brushes. Day 2, I talked about the stamp set and Dragonfly Punch in the mini catalog. Day 3, yesterday, actually these 2 days got swapped because of the videos. Oh, yay. Day 3 was the Flower and Field Designer Series paper, which is part of the celebration promotion, which is that in the corner. And I shared lots of samples and showed you the paper for that one. So today we're doing the Simply Succulents bundle that's in the mini catalog. But first I want to share with you, if you interact with all 12 of my videos, so you like it, give me a thumbs up, give me a comment, or if you just want to send me an email and let me know that you did watch all 12 of my videos. If you're in the US, I can send you some product, rhinestones, dimensionals, or pearls. If you're outside the US, and I know I do have some OUS viewers at times, I don't think I can send you product, but I will send you a card if you give me your address. So that is my 12 days of Christmas. As I said, today's day 4, and we are talking about the succulent bundle. It is on page 39 of the mini catalog, if you have it. I know I owe somebody a catalog, so I have not done that. Hopefully tomorrow morning before the snow hits here. So hello and welcome. I see people have joined me. Thank you for watching. Okay, so the Simply Succulents stamp set is a red rubber stamp set. You can see I've been using it, and I have lots of samples to show you, and we're going to finish one today. And I could just show you the dies like this that I normally do, but I saw somebody present the dies like this, and it made so much more sense. So there are a lot of dies. Let's see, there are 13 dies and 8 stamps as part of the bundle. So I have a card made with this. That's 1 die, and it doesn't cut out the shape. It just cuts out the flowers. So that would be really pretty on a scrapbook page as a background, because like I said, it does not cut out the rectangle. I had to cut that out myself. So it gives us 4 nice shapes for the sentiments. This funny looking shape cuts out the big stamp, and then these, they do give you 2 of these shape for the small succulent. I don't know, are they flowers? Plant, we'll call them plants. 1 die for the large, 1 for the pot, and then these 3 accent pieces that I have cut out and used in samples. So that is the Simply Succulents bundle on page 39. Let me share with you what I have made. Oh gosh, I have had so much fun. I'm really enjoying doing these videos. So let me know if you have questions. We were able to order this after our convention in November, so I've had this since this bundle since mid-November. So you may have seen samples if you follow other Stampin' Up demonstrators. So I started with very simple note cards, and I used our very vanilla note cards. They come in a pack of 20, and I think they're like $7.50. I should use these more often. I have a friend whose husband died last summer, and I know she's very, very lonely. So I'm going to give her this set, and then she can share, send them out to her friends. And I believe they are mailable. They are 3.5 by 5 inches. So what I did was I took 4 different colors of cardstock, Old Olive, Mary Merlot, Mint Macaron, and Rococo Rose. The cardstock is 1.5 by 5 inches. And then this piece is from the In Good Taste designer series paper. I know I've used it an awful lot, and I just picked out one of the wood grains, and that piece is 5 by 3/4 of an inch. I stamped with the smallest plant and I just used one ink color. I used basic gray on all the cards, used one sentiment. I should have timed myself. It probably took me 15 minutes. The hardest part was deciding which 4 colors to use of the cardstock and then cutting that down to 1.5 by 5, like I said. So I think, and then I stamped on the envelope. I think that'll be a fun little thing to give to my friend, and I think she'll really appreciate it. So that is my first one. Again, I'm not going to count these, but and I thought that was a great way to show the dies. I saw somebody do that at convention, or maybe on their video. I don't know, but it really made a lot of sense. I don't know what that envelope's from. So this is that big die, cut in black, mounted on Flirty Flamingo. You can see there's a couple rhinestones there, and the thanks is part of the stamp set, and that is one of the dies. So that's here. Super simple. Getting all the pieces out was the hardest part. To adhere it to the card base, and I did do a top fold portrait card. I put some adhesive strips along the top, the middle, and the bottom, and so there was only adhesive there. And then a couple of these, like this one, I just put a little liquid glue under to hold it down. I thought the rhinestones might be able to hold it down too, but that was a very quick card, and I think that would be fun with sponging or water brush, or you could do all kinds of things behind there, but I thought that was very striking with the black and Flirty Flamingo. These I made a while ago, so I'm going to have to jog my memory as to what colors I used. I believe this is Just Jade and Petal Pink. I stamped the largest stamp, this one, in one color, and I used the blending brushes in 2 colors, and then just put some layers on. This is a new ribbon in the mini catalog, and I think that's the same one. So this one has more Petal Pink, this one has more green. That one doesn't look like Just Jade. The ink probably was. That kind of looks like Pear Pizzazz to me. And then this I did the reverse colors with Petal Pink. Which one do you like better, the Petal Pink or the Just Jade? I like them both. This is very dainty. You can see I just put Petal Pink around the edge, maybe a little on there. So there's another idea. These are the doily, vellum doilies in the annual catalog. Just one quick way to color the large stamp. So that's kind of what I'm focusing on today, I guess. Another card that I made for a friend, and I realized I never sent it to her because there was a note inside. This will be in the mail tomorrow. Sorry, friend, when you get it, you'll know who you are. And these I did color with blends. And so I'm going to show you a couple ways to color these little plants. There's that die, and I used the blends on the pot, and I have another really fun. This is an ornate die, I think, for the background, which I embossed. I don't know if you can see. Let me hold it a little closer. That was a fun one, lots of layers. This designer series paper is retiring, and I don't know if it's still available. Might even be on sale. I haven't checked those lately. Another one with, I used the blending brushes to color the die, and this is a great way to use that die. If you die cut it and don't get a complete die, or if part of it rips, just use it on part of your card. People will never know. I don't remember if that happened on this, but the other half, maybe it didn't cut right, or I ripped it when I was taking it out, or whatever. I don't know. You can see I did add some shadowing on the bottom. I kind of like the coloring on there. So to get my colors, I just do an internet search and then click images to get some ideas of what colors these are. I really like this one. I think that's very pretty. So that, I believe I used the blends. There's one of those tag dies. This one, I have to see. I'm gonna, let's see. My mom says she likes both cards. I do too, Mom. I just couldn't decide, so I thought I'd ask you all what you thought. I'm gonna see if this is gonna work. I wanna show you the card that inspired this one. I love the bright colors. I believe her card was bigger, and I'm going to stand up to see if you can see this. This was by Christine Lewis from the Netherlands. Sorry if that isn't showing up, but I'm just showing you on my tablet. This was hers that inspired me, and I don't know where her little birds came from. They aren't part of this stamp set. If somebody knows, let us know. But I loved her bright colors, non-traditional colors for the plants. I don't know, do you actually have pink plants? I believe she used ink from her pad, or re-inkers basically, to color everything. And she said she fussy cut everything. She forgot that she had dyes. Whoops, dyes for the succulents. So that was my inspiration. And I don't have the embossing folder either. So on my card, I used a piece of designer series paper, again from the In Good Taste. And then I can show you how I did, I think I can, yes, the pots. So that they look rounded, you leave a lighter space in the middle. You still color it, you don't leave it completely white. But that was really fun. And here's showing you that you don't have to color the plants. I just choose different colors. Let's see if I can get back here. There we go. If I just chose different colors of paper, and then I think I used black, and then just die cut them. So the only coloring was the pots. So, and you wouldn't even have to do that if you didn't want to. So those are the ones I have done. We're going to finish a card, and I'm going to show you a little more coloring here. Let me leave everything handy so that I can get it back when we're done. Excuse my reach, my arm in the camera. Okay, we're going to leave that there because that's okay if you see that. So, some ideas. Let me open the stamp set. You'll see that I keep my ideas in the stamp set. So you've seen me do this many times, and I'm gonna demo it here. You stamp in a color, and then you use what we call now water painters to pull out the color from the inked stamped image. I tried different colors for the different flowers or plants. I don't think I like that. This will be fun on a card. I haven't finished that one either. And this piece was in there, so I know what the different colors look like. And I haven't done Old Olive, so we're going to do that right now. So hopefully you can see what I'm doing. Ink, stamp. I'm going to clean that off right away. And then just, this is a water painter. You can see I've colored some dark colors and it's stained it. So get some water into the brush. I haven't used this in a couple days, so. All right, there, it's wet. You just pull, hopefully you can see what I'm doing. I'll show you when I'm done. Just pull the color. Looks like there was another color in my brush that I didn't clean it, but that's all right. These succulents are usually not all one color, I've noticed. I think there's a little yellow orange in there. I don't know. But I just pulled the color. Hopefully you can see. Let me stand up. So this is the one I just did. Just pull the color out of the ink. You can see the shaded spruce has a lot of pigment in there, so it creates a nice color. I was very surprised that the Pretty Peacock wasn't more vivid like the shaded spruce, but maybe I need to re-ink my pad. I'm not sure. But I always play around on scraps, and then I'll leave this with my case, and then I'll know when I go to make a card again with that stamp set, I'll have an idea of what colors I might want to use for my plants. All right, and then to blend them, we use Memento ink. Let's see. Let me know if you can see what I'm doing, okay? I think you can. I think so. Looks kind of dark. I do have an extra light here over top, but all right. So I have, and I just grabbed some greens and one orangey color. I have dark old olive, dark grainy apple green, light grainy apple green, and dark calypso coral. So if you do your internet search and look at succulents, you'll see that quite often the tips are that reddish color, in this case calypso coral. So I will put this out so you can see kind of where I'm going. This is small enough that I am going to color the whole plant, and actually I'm going outside the lines because I will pull back in this one, and you'll see that when I die cut it, there is some pink beyond the black ink there. So I don't want that white edge on my die cut, so I'm going to color it beyond so that it isn't white. See, like this pot has some very vanilla beyond. On these, you can't tell, especially on this darker blue one, the edge, there would be a lighter color, but I colored outside the lines so that you wouldn't see that edge like you do on this pot. Does that make, I hope that makes sense. All right, so I started with the lightest color. I'm going to add some darker color towards the middle. And this is exactly how I do it. I don't sit and analyze anything. I just think it's going to be darker towards the middle where the new growth is, because the leaves will get bigger. And as I said, quite often there's color on the end of the petals. So I'm just putting a little bit of this Calypso Coral on the end of the larger petals. Let me put a little bit there. So then I'm going to go back to the lightest color, light granny apple green, and I'm just going to go in swirls just to blend it all together. Can you see what I'm doing? I hope. And you'll see I'm only using I've only used 3 colors so far. So you don't need a lot of colors. I really like that Stampin' Up! Now offers these blends markers in the pair. It gives you more options. Sometimes I wish you could get the lighter one separately, because I do use the lighter one to start. We'll come back to that. I'm going to leave that while I work on my last card. And you'll see, I'm going to show you close. So that's what I just colored. And then after the alcohol dries, because these are alcohol markers, it'll look a little, oh sorry, that's not very in, it's in view, but it's not focused. But we'll leave that there, so you can see what happens to that as we go on. Stampin' Up! Just changed from single markers to only selling the colors in a pair. So they put their old ones, their single blend markers on sale. I stocked up. They were $1.80 a piece instead of $4.50, and they were current colors, so I bought like 10 of them. So you'll be seeing a lot of blends in the near future. This is another way you can color these plants, and this time I used my watercolor markers, or watercolor pencils. So for that we use our StazOn, and I'm going to use this brush again, this water brush. I think I need new blender pens. I think they're drying out. So this one I've done most of, but we will put another layer on top of it. That's where we're going. This was just extra. I think that's what our card is going to be, and I had some twine to add to that. Both of these labels, actually all 3 of these, are from the Tasteful labels, and maybe next time I use that I will share with you how I did the succulent dies to show you all the shapes and how they mix and match together. So get that out of the way because I'm done with it. And, oh, I need this back. I know you don't want to sit and see me color everything, so I think what we're going to do is stamp thanks first. It's just nice, oh dear, where is it? It's hiding. Maybe not. It's hiding. See, it was stuck to all my papers in there. All right, sorry. I get distracted and then I worry that I don't have what I need. I need just a small block for this. I'm going to stamp this first. Maybe we'll use black. I was going to use Old Olive. I'm going to change my mind. We're just going to use Memento Black. And I'm going to put this thanks off to the side. And then stamp one of the succulent plants on the edge. And I need something under here when I stamp. Yeah, I don't like that. We're going to use the small one. That's kind of a small piece. I'm going to use StazOn because I'm going to use water on this. Use Memento for the alcohol and StazOn for when you use water. You can see that's really wet. I must have inked that recently. We're going to let that dry for just a minute and decide what colors we want to use. Oh, that's very pretty. I like that. All right. Get this out of the way. Oh, let's see. Colors. So I do have both sets. We have 2 different sets of watercolor pencils. They're in the annual catalog. We're going to use Old Olive. This is Flirty Flamingo. I think I do have a Flirty Flamingo pencil. I think. Maybe not. Calypso Coral, Melon Mambo. Rich Raspberry will work. I thought for sure. There's Flirty Flamingo. And I want another green. So we're going to use Granny Apple and Old Olive on this one. And again, I'm going to put, I was going to use this. It needs to be sharpened and I don't have a sharpener handy. We will use Melon Mambo. Just going to put a little color at the tip. Sorry, I'm forgetting to watch comments. Coloring over the edge is a great tip. Thank you, Anne. I just didn't like seeing that white when I die cut it. And so it really helps to just stamp once and die cut it and see what it looks like when you get a new die set. If you like how it looks, you can use it in a project. If not, you've learned something. All right, so just a little color there. And I am going to color these in. I'm going to go, oh, actually, this is the darker color. So I'm going to put this more towards the center of the plant. You see, I'm going over the lines. Once I add the water painter, to me it looks like I'm melting the color. Oh, this one needs sharpening too. We don't sell a sharpener, so I'm going to have to go find our old school supplies. So when I add the water, I'm going to have to be careful that that pink doesn't go, Flirty Flamingo, doesn't go everywhere. Sorry, I hope you can see what I'm doing. Being a lefty, it kind of helps that my camera's on the right. I will show you what this looks like before I add the water. I am just coloring in most of it. There's still, I like to stand up and see what you see. Okay, you can see there's still some white there. I'm going to take my water painter, they're called, make sure it's wet, and then just I'm going to start from the center and pull it out. Like I said, I don't want too much of that pink to be mixed up. All right, see, I can't talk and do this at the same time. Instead of using my hand, I'll use a paper towel. I am going to have to clean between each petal because I am getting pink on it with each, so it looks kind of dirty. Ooh, that was pretty. Almost done. That last one. Clean that up a bit. And there is our succulent with watercolor pencils. I'm going to put my card together and I'm done with my last card. Again, I just used probably those same colors. Maybe use garden green on the large one. And then I cut this down to 4 by 5 1/4. This is Pear Pizzazz for our base. And I have some twine here. I thought that would add some interest. Let's just add it around this piece. I'll try a bow one time. If it doesn't work, we're getting a knot. I can't talk while I tie. Just like I can't talk while I take... Uh-oh. I lost my... Hopefully you're still there. I lost my connection on my tablet. Sorry if it died. No, it's still there. All right. Oh, got dirty. Oh, I like it. Adhesive, excuse my reach. Gonna use our new seal. I do like this adhesive. I don't use it with every project. I'm sure I've told you that my husband works at 3M, so adhesive is all over. It's been part of our lives for 28 years, I believe it is. 28? Yeah. So there's that. We're going to adhere this, and we'll use dimensionals. Excuse my reach again. I just grabbed some little ones. So I hope you're enjoying my 12 days of Christmas. Again, today is day 4. We'll put dimensionals on the back of this piece too. And I'm sharing all new products every day. I post them first on my in the Facebook group. I don't know how to post to our my Facebook page that I'm on currently. I'm told I can, but the problem is I record the video with my phone. Make sure I put this on the right way. And then I don't know how to get it to where I need it to be to post it, to schedule it. I think we'll center that. To schedule it on my Facebook page. So I'm just going to leave it in our group. And then I let you know that it's there. I'm also posting them to YouTube, so if that's an easier way. So that's the one I colored with the blends. Hopefully you can see the difference there when it has dried. It does go through, so you have to be careful with what you have underneath your paper when you're using our blends. And then these are watercolor pencils. You don't need to do, you could just use colored cardstock. You could use blending brushes, so many options. So I hope you've enjoyed my variety of ideas with the Simply Succulents bundle in the mini catalog. Thank you for joining me. Happy stamping. Oh, I want to do this while you're with me. I'm going to stamp one of these succulents in green. We'll do the big one. Get this back. So when we get to day 12, this will be completely covered. There's day 4. Thank you for joining me. Happy stamping, and look for a video tomorrow. Take care. Let me check for questions real quick. Thank you. I'm glad you're enjoying my 12 days of Christmas. It's been lots of fun. The short videos are kind of interesting. I'll tell the family I'm going to make a video, be quiet for, don't come downstairs for a few minutes, and I'll come back up in 15. They're like, you're done already? So anyway, thank you for joining me. Happy stamping. Bye.